I was thinking about the last video, tutorial 28, and I was thinking, someone might be pretty intimidated about that quantity issue that we had. Like you might be wondering, how was I supposed to know that, how to do that? Well, that's a good question. Something is experiences. You might do it another way, and then we would correct it and tell you about it. If you look at the relations, I had a tutorial on this and I mentioned some of the things, and it had quantity. So it marks how you do quantity. You use this quantity feature, and I mentioned that, but you might wonder, how do I use that? So if you do a right click on this row with quantity, then the second line says, edit the concepts collocation correction rule, show all occurrences. So that's what I want, show all occurrences. So let's see, Genesis 2016, silver quantity kilograms. So if I do a right click, says I gave 25 pounds of silver to your older brother. Now that makes me wonder, maybe we could have written it that way. Let's try it. The man had about 100 kilograms of silver. Okay, my voice recognition oh, gad. That's what happens. Oh my goodness. You start talking with the voice recognition on and it just writes what you said. The man had about 100 kilograms of silver. Let's see what happens if I do it that way. Well, I don't think this is the way, I mean, this looks right. This looks the way you'd write it in English, but I don't think that's how we're supposed to write it. I think we're supposed to write it the other way. I'll check with Todd about that. Let's go back to the relations. And again, I'm going to do a right click on the row with quantity. Show occurrences. Okay, now the first line, some of these, there might be errors in here, but the first line supposedly should be right to show us how to do it. But let's take a note of both of them. So the first one, 1 quart of wheat. Okay, so let's, now I'd like to be able to go to the semantic representation, the phase 2. Unfortunately, I can't do that from this screen. I would like us to add that as a capability, but we don't have that right now. So I'm going to make a note on a piece of paper. Add positions 1:1:19, and then I'll also look at Genesis 20:15. Okay, so I'm going to go to Utilities, the third menu item up here, Proposition Analysis, so I can see the phase 2. Okay, now I'm going to go to Reference. Now, I don't know if we probably haven't done this before, but the things like add positions are going to be in the grammar introduction. So it's the 4th row down. If you couldn't figure that out, you can at least do the Genesis one. So then it says book, I want add positions, and then 1 chapter 1, verse 19. So here it's the way I did it before. Wheat, quantity of 1 liter. Okay, let's go to Genesis. So now I want to go to Bible. So I clicked on reference, this button up here. Then I want to go to Bible. Now I'm going to click Genesis. Then I want chapter 20, verse 15. Uh-oh. Did I have that right? Well, here, 16, I guess it is. Abimelech said to Sarah, I gave silver quantity 12 kilograms to your brother. Okay, so here, so if you look at here down in the phase 2 on the second line, it says noun phrase silver, then there's a subsidiary noun phrase, quantity of 12 kilograms. So this is apparently what we want in the phase 2. And what we've learned is if you want it to come out right in the analyzer, you should write it the way it is right here in Genesis, not the way it is in the grammar introduction example, I think. It should be silver dash quantity 12 kilograms. Okay, so that's just to give you a